You're listening to A Daughter, A Daddy, A Podcast, a Jamil Varil podcast on Spotify, Apple, YouTube, and all major podcasting platforms. And we're your co-hosts,
Autumn!
And her daddy. How's it going today, Autumn?
Good.
Awesome. Are you ready for today's episode of A Daughter, A Daddy, A Podcast?
Yes!
Awesome. First, we'll be talking about some of what we watched together this week, and then some of what we read. After that, we will go into some of what we played and also created. And finally, we will be going over some of what we learned. And if you like what you're hearing today, remember to check us out on social media. Like, subscribe, and follow. You restarted a fun series that we love watching together, didn't you, Autumn?
Yes, Ducktales.
Ooh, right?
Yes, Dad.
All right, just for clarification, this is the Ducktales that was made in the 2010s, not Ducktales that was made in the 1990s. We appreciate the Disney afternoon as a whole, but at the same point in time, we actually both really enjoy Ducktales 2017 because they actually gave Huey, Dewey, and Louie real personalities, right?
Right.
Okay, tell us why you like DuckTales so much, Autumn.
It's just cute.
Okay, well, tell us your favorite episode we watched so far.
Probably the first Lena episode.
The first Lena episode. Tell us a little bit about it.
Well, Webby and Lena just first meet in that episode, and they kind of do a little bit of adventure against the Beagle Boys.
Yeah, they have an adventure against the Beagle Boys and Ma Beagle, right?
Yes.
What's the special occasion that all the Beagle Boys are together for?
The birthday party, and Lena and Webby kind of like crash party, kind of.
Yeah, Lena crashed Ma Beagle's birthday party, right?
Yes. That was so funny.
And how did Webby end up with Lena at the beginning? What happened to Huey, Dewey, and Louie?
They kind of set on a boat trip themselves, like the Louie Captain Lawson, kind of.
Oh, yeah, Louie's Captain Lost in this one, right?
Yes. And the funny part about it is that Huey keep chanting Captain Lost.
Okay, yeah, no, we don't quite get that joke, but we do get the joke with Inglebeth, right?
Yes.
Did they call themselves the...
Britannia and Inglebeth.
Britannia and Inglebeth, and they're the Beagle girls from across the pond, right?
Yes. That was Lena's and Webby's kind of like, yeah, they only made up different names only to trick some of the Beagle Boys, only to trick them.
Who's your favorite DuckTales villain? Is it Ma Beagle? Is it Mark Beaks? Is it Glom Gold? Who is it?
Magica.
Oh, Magica Dispelled? Okay. Why do you like Magica so much?
Because she uses dark magic.
Ooh. Okay, so all right. So you like it when Scrooge does battle. Oh, so you're really looking forward to the end of season 1 then, right?
Yes.
So, now, how do you feel about Scrooge McDuck? Because I noticed that we never really talk about Scrooge when we're talking about DuckTales. It's always with the kids with you. So, do you like Scrooge McDuck?
Not really.
No. Oh, that hurts.
Sorry.
That's okay. I'm a big Scrooge McDuck fan myself, but I really appreciate the series as a whole. In the old one, Huey, Dewey, and Louie were very indistinguishable. Which one of the three triplets do you like the personality the most of?
I don't know.
You don't know? You don't have a favorite triplet?
No.
Okay, my favorite triplet is Louie Duck because he definitely has the whole thing going on where, let's face it, Louie Duck is just kind of more of like a bad guy protagonist, isn't he? Rather than an actual hero, right?
Yes, because literally in one of the seasons, he's the bad guy.
Well, I mean, for 2 of the episodes, he ends up being the mastermind that Scrooge has to go against. So, it's a lot of fun, though. If you haven't checked out DuckTales 2017, definitely check it out. It's completely done. It's 3 seasons long, and it's actually really well made. They tie together the loose ends pretty well. They bring back all the classics, and they bring in a few new ones. My favorite one of Scrooge's villains is definitely Glom Gold. So, Glom Gold. You love the Sharkas, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so he's got a lot of weird, wacky stuff. I mean, obviously, he's his own worst enemy and whatnot, and he ends up being more of a foil for himself than Scrooge does at many times. I just always appreciate the antics of his episodes. And we continued something that we've been watching together, too, this week, right?
One Piece.
Yeah. We didn't get as far as we did previous times. We only watched a few of the episodes, but we continued that little and took a little break to watch some DuckTales because we're like 80 episodes in on One Piece. Isn't that pretty cool?
Yeah.
And what happened? Last time we left off, they were headed to Little Garden. Who are some of the characters that they've met in Little Garden?
The giants and dinosaurs.
They met the giants and the dinosaurs, and they learned about an old conflict that's going on between two giant warriors on the island, right?
Right.
And we meet two more members of Baroque Works, Mr. 3 and Mary Ann, right?
Right.
However, we don't know too much of the role that they're going to play yet. They haven't interacted with the Straw Hat crew yet. The Straw Hats are with the two different sides of giants on the island right now. Oh yeah, and Zaro and Sanji are having a hunting contest, right?
Yes, for whoever can bring the biggest part of dinosaur meat.
So that's pretty fun so far. We haven't gotten into it too much, but we will be continuing that some this week. And I'm sure watching more of Ducktales too, yes?
Yes.
All right, and then besides that, we had a few other movies in there and everything. I just want to make a quick side note that if you haven't seen To Be Hero X yet, the first season is completely finished and absolutely amazing. So I'm just going to give that shameless plug right there because I've been really enjoying that with Mommy. All right, you've been continuing to read Hello Universe. Tell us a little about it, Autumn.
Okay. Well, last podcast how I mentioned about Virgil and Valencia?
Yeah?
Now we eventually meet someone named Corey, which she believes she can see the future.
She believes she can see the future.
And
wow.
It's actually true.
It's actually true. Okay.
In the book, at least.
Okay. All right. And does she see anything in the future?
Well, so far she's seen Virgil's future, and now she just got finished with Valencia's. Well, she just started doing Valencia's in the book.
Okay. And has the fourth character appeared yet?
I don't know who the fourth character's name is, so I don't know.
Okay, I heard there's a fourth character, but it sounds like you met a third character, and that's pretty important, right?
Her name is Corey.
Her name is Corey? Okay.
Well, honestly, I don't know how to pronounce it. Corey, I don't know.
Okay. And she's in their class also?
Well, it hasn't mentioned anything about that, though.
Okay, it hasn't mentioned anything about that. All right, cool.
Right now, Virgil's inside a well right now.
Oh, really? How did he get inside the well?
Well, one of his boys in class kind of put his backpack down there, and he went to get it, so he had to get in the well.
Okay, so Virgil's getting bullied in his class then, right?
Yeah, his name is Chet, or whatever.
Chet's bullying Virgil?
Yeah.
Huh, so I wonder if Chet is actually the fourth kid that it's about. All right, so maybe Chet is the fourth kid. I don't know. I haven't read or seen it or anything, but you're reading this for the library book club, right?
Right, just like I did for Charlotte's Web.
Yeah, I just finally put 2 and 2 together this past week. This is what you're doing for the tween club at the library, right?
Right.
Okay, very cool, very cool. Did you read anything fun in school?
Well, we didn't do reading comprehension today.
Okay, you didn't do reading comprehension today? All right. This has been your main free reading. Okay, all right. Moving on to some of the stuff played this past week. We had a fun time doing Community Day yesterday, right?
Yes, for Flabebe.
Talk to us about Flabebe. I know it's one of your favorite Pokemon.
Yes, it's this cute little fairy type that rides in this little flower.
Oh, yes, it's so adorable. Tell us a little bit about the shiny.
Well, for shiny, there's just a little part of it that becomes purple, and its eyes become blue when it's shiny.
Very cool, very cool. Did you catch one of each of the 3 colors you could catch?
Yes.
Okay.
So I didn't catch the shiny white.
You didn't catch a shiny white. Okay.
I caught 1 shiny orange and 2 shiny yellows.
All right, we might have an extra shiny white for you. Mommy and I both caught quite a few. I was able to fill out that portion of my Pokedex, so definitely had a lot of fun. And I actually hatched a shiny Riolu in the middle of it yesterday, too.
What? Hatching a shiny's rare.
Yeah, no, it's happened to me twice in the last 2 weeks. It's definitely been
What?
exciting to do.
Twice? What was the first one?
Well, remember last episode of this, I talked about hatching in a lowland Grimer, right?
You hatched that? I thought you caught it.
No, that was hatched also. Yep. So that's been my Pokemon Go adventure this week. I've had a lot of fun with it, but you've been playing other games besides that, right?
Yes. Pokemon Violet and Pokemon Arceus or Arceus or whatever.
Yeah, or however you pronounce it, right?
Yes.
All right, tell us a little bit about them. What did you do in them?
Well, I was just doodling around it as usual.
Just doodling around, catching things, jumping off buildings with Miraidon, right?
Yes, at least that's what I did in Violet. And Pokemon Legends of Arceus or Arceus or whatever, I was doing some massive mass of outbreaks.
Massive mass outbreaks. Did you catch any shinies with it?
No,
Okay.
But I still got benefits even though I didn't get shiny.
Yeah, it definitely helps you fill out the Pokedex entries, right?
Right. For that, there's one time where I was kind of like on my way to mass outbreak where I accidentally run in it to a different one when I was trying to get to another one.
Okay, cool.
A Voltorb one.
A Voltorb. Hisuian Voltorb looks pretty cool, right?
Right. So that was the one that I did on accident.
Okay, all right.
And I actually caught my first Electrode there.
Oh, very cool, very cool. Okay, as far as creating this week, I only played Pokemon Go as far as playing. As far as creating this week goes, you created a fun project for school today, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, talk to us a little bit about it.
I made a weather vane today.
Awesome. And did it work? Did you test it and everything?
Yes, we even took it outside and tested it.
That's pretty cool. That's pretty awesome.
And it works.
Very nice. You know what? I think we'll get a picture of it and we'll put it in and make it part of the show art. How's that sound?
Cool.
Sounds fun, right?
Right.
And you also created a few other things this week. You had another science experiment on Saturday that you did with balloons. You want to tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, we did air pressure.
Okay, very cool, very cool. How did that work?
Well, first, we would take a water bottle, put a balloon inside of it.
Okay.
And then first, we would blow the balloon and see how it does with the bottle having no, like chip in it or anything, like a crack.
Okay.
And after that, we cracked, and then after that, the balloon didn't really inflate, but when we put a little crack in the balloon and tried it again, it inflated larger than it was when it didn't have a crack in it.
Oh, very cool, very cool. And you have also been you've been creating your own magazine, I heard.
Yeah. Well, I mean a surprise, kind of.
Oh, a surprise, kind of?
Yes, well, I'm making a surprise for the podcast.
Okay. We'll leave it at that for now then. All right, as far as creating goes, I've started to work on some of the characters for the RP I've been telling you guys about, the system I've been building. So I took a little break from finishing off the system to start to make some of the NPCs, and I've had a lot of fun making it. Or in this case, recruitable NPCs, because the point of the campaign is to rebuild the crew. Or that's one of the points of it. So I'm kind of, I've had a little fun as far as that goes, building those up and making those all again. All right, so this doesn't quite it kind of fits under learning. So I will, because it's part of your whole back to school process, you started back to dance this week.
Right.
Which two dance classes are you taking?
Musical theater and hip hop.
Okay, very cool. Do you want to tell us a little bit about each and what song you might be doing?
Well, we didn't really do any dancing for the recital yet in the hip hop class.
Okay, that's all right.
Well, we just did a little dance, not for the recital, but just to dance to in that one day.
Okay, and what dance did you do?
Well, we didn't really do a dance. We kind of made it up.
Okay, very good. What song did you make it up to?
Well, it's a song about ice cream.
Ice cream. Okay, very cool, very cool. And what about for musical theater?
We're dancing to Popular.
Popular. Oh, from Wicked. Yes?
Yes, you gotta be popular.
Nice. I'm looking forward to that. And you did some warm-ups from K-Pop Demon Hunter, right?
Yes, and Your Idol.
Okay. Did you watch that again this week or no? I forget.
No, I didn't.
Okay, you didn't watch it this week. All right. Just like everywhere else, that's a craze here too, right?
It's especially to Mommy.
Mommy's the biggest fan of the three of us. Yep, 100%. All right. So what else is something that you learned this week?
Well, I kind of, Well, we're not really doing stuff for school. We're basically doing a little bit of review.
Okay, so a lot of the stuff is review over the course of this past first week of school?
Yes.
Or past first 2 weeks of school?
Yeah, for that, it's still review.
Okay, a lot of it is stuff you learned at the end of last year? Okay. All right, anything that has you really excited about school?
Yes, about the next science experiment.
All right, what's that going to be? Do you know yet?
Well, I don't really know yet.
Okay. You really love science class, right?
Yes, for that, someday I want to become a scientist.
You want to become a scientist? What type of scientist? I know you've learned about meteorology and geology and stuff like that. What type of scientist do you want to be?
I don't really know yet.
Don't really know yet? All right, nothing wrong with that. What has been your favorite science experiment you have done up to this point in time?
Probably the weather vane one.
The weather vane one? Okay.
Yeah, the one we did today.
Oh, really? Okay. That's been the most fun for you out of all of them. All right. Very cool. Very cool. And as far as me, a lesson that has resurfaced in my mind over the course of this past week. You know, honestly, I have always been someone who will... My mind is very active, maybe even hyperactive in some senses. And when something starts to go even a little bit wrong, I start to think of all the things that could happen off of that. And that's one of those things that I've been trying to correct and everything. There's been 3 different opportunities this past week that I had the chance to J-mill it, as some of my friends would call it, and blow something out of proportion. And I've kind of realized that not sweating the small stuff and taking some time to just breathe in between when things aren't going so great really kind of helps out. Right, Autumn?
Mm-hmm.
Take that deep breath, refocus, and frankly, most of the time, the problem just corrects itself. So,
by the way, did I mention that someday I want to open up my own hat factory to make pretty hats?
A hat factory. So you want to make pretty hats and you want to be a scientist?
Yes.
Okay, so maybe the science of hatology or something like that.
Hatology.
Oh, that's... Oh, I love you, little love. Another lesson we learned yesterday was the importance of laughter, right?
Yes.
We had a lot of laughing during Community Day.
Yes.
Oh, man. No, that was definitely way too much. All right. Community Day was really fun yesterday, right?
Yeah, we're like funny.
Fun, funny, yeah. All right. Anything you want to say before we start heading towards the end, Autumn?
No.
No? Nothing? All right, so once again, we talked about some of what we watched, some of what we read, some of what we learned, created, and played this past week, and we hope you had as fun listening as we had recording this.
This is a daughter, a daddy, a podcast. Bye!
Bye! And remember, if you like what you heard today, check us out on social media, like, subscribe, and follow. And check out all J-Mill for Real podcasts. Once again, this is A Daughter, A Daddy, A podcast. A place where a daughter and her daddy watch, read, play, create, and learn together.